Okay, is my sound working? Because it shows that it's working on my end, so I don't know why it's not. That's weird. It's literally on my OBS, I can see that it's working. Okay, I sound good. Okay, cool. That was weird. But okay. Okay. Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to another reaction. Today we are continuing with The Last of Us Part 1 because we're almost done with Uncharted Lost Legacy. So then I will be reacting to The Last of Us in chronological order. But yeah, so these are just some like trailers and things that I was sent, so I'm gonna react to them. Probably gonna cry, as I always do. But yeah. Also, I'm sorry if I'm not like super talkative. I am kind of in a weird ass mood right now. Not feeling the greatest, but we'll do what I can. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the reaction.
Now, the girl, is she alive?
What girl? I don't know no girl. She's alive.
Where?
In the town. In the town.
Here's how this thing's gonna play out. You do what I say, when I say it.
Joel, I can handle myself.
It's called luck, and it is gonna run out.
You hear that? Run! There's too many of them!
You ready to haul ass? Come on. Realize what your life means?
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm so excited to play that. That's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I'm just excited to play that. But let's go into the next video now.
A remaster is really more of a tech art endeavor. This was remade from the ground up.
No matter what we were making, it was going to be compared not to the original, it was going to be compared to the memory of the original.
It became pretty clear that this is going to require more than just like a remastering approach. We really want to recreate this for the technology as opposed to putting a sheen over it.
We have new tools that allow us to make better looking animation, improvements in character rigs and facial rigs.
The characters were rebuilt. We didn't just take the original model of Henry and Sam, we built a new Henry and Sam.
We only take what we have to.
Let's do a side-by-side review. It would stop multiple times just to be like, oh my gosh, just look at that.
Things that make like the shirts wrinkle, the muscles deform
So much
correctly,
clearer.
facial details add such a layer of richness and life to the character that someone who wants to play this game again is the thing I am most excited about.
The scene at the beginning of the game, that was one that terrified us to remake. When Joel cradles Sarah up to him and you see their cheeks smashed together, the tears streaming down the face. There's a physicality that we were unable to achieve the first time we made this.
All the art has been rebuilt from scratch. A great example is in the Boston State House Museum. On the lower floor, there's some back rooms that in the original game were generic offices. Now there's like an art restoration station, there's busts of American colonial figures on the walls.
We have a completely new AI core. Encounters will play out in a much more dynamic way. You might play it 10 different times and get 10 different results for how the combat went.
All of that, at the end of the day, is in service of the storytelling. We want to be very faithful to the original experience, to be very true to what fans love about that game, and give them the best version of this game possible.
They added so much. Yeah, they did. The graphics look so good in that, and yeah, I'm excited to play that and get into it. This next one, it's going to be talking about the senses, so I'm assuming they're probably going to talk about the DualSense controller.
This feels like a brand new project for Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
It's probably the scariest thing I've ever done, was try to remake this game, because I'm remaking arguably one of the greatest games ever made.
Oh, is that everything you hoped for?
What you're seeing is so much closer to the original, very expansive vision for what this game was going to be.
When we were working on the first game, we hit our limit, right? We hit how much the PlayStation 3 could do as far as how dense the foliage could be, the kind of shadows we could have, the lighting models. And now it's like, to have all of that really be up like 2 generations past when we first made that game is staggering. Like there's parts where like I just pause the game and like I can't believe what I'm playing.
The facial animation is just way more believable. Like all the nuances, all the little subtle reactions, glances, glares, right? Like you get all of it in a way that you never got before.
I was just playing the
Do you think this is the greatest game ever
where
made?
you leave the
Yes.
quarantine zone, the safety of the military, and you go outside for the first time, and seeing Ellie's animation, how she's reacting to it, the rain, the 3D audio that the PS5 allows us, it really creates a much more immersive, and because of that, much more emotional experience.
One of the things I absolutely love with the 3D audio in The Last of Us Part 1 is being able to hear an enemy before they sneak up on you. Having that reaction of like hearing, turning, seeing, reacting, it just really heightens that sense of just being grounded. You are in this character, you are in this world.
I get it.
So we have haptics from the weather. So if you're walking in the rain, you're getting those pitter-patter of raindrops and thunder
so cool.
or snow. So it's what you're feeling on the stick as you're playing the game.
Watch out!
Playing as Joel with these hunters coming over like a wall, and they're trying to like pin me and Ellie, and I'm feeling the haptics as I pull the trigger, feeling the haptics as I'm getting hit. I'm actually, as I talk about it now, I'm like excited to go back and like replay that sequence.
I'm
Nice.
way more invested in ways that I didn't think I can feel. Sometimes I lose myself, and I played it before hundreds of times, but it's like it's a reliving of that experience, which is incredible.
Who's there?
So we're adding a bunch of features, and then we hope when the player plays it, they don't think about any of them. That you're just in this visceral, intense experience.
And those are the moments in all art forms you live for, that connection with a character that's real and deep. I'm in there with them, and I'm captivated by it.
It's the high tension moments, it's the low tension moments, it's all of it feeling grounded, feeling lost in the story and going along the journey of these characters.
And I'm envious of people that get to play it for the first time because they get to experience like the ultimate version
Are you
of the
glad you
story in this
watched all of
game
Naughty Dog
and Joel
leading
and
up to
Ellie's
The
journey.
Last of Us? Or do you think just going into it blind with no reference to the other games would have been better? Ooh, that's a good question. I like that I do think that me watching all of Naughty Dog leading up to The Last of Us helped me really see the growth in Naughty Dog, like with their story games. Like, cause I really think that The Last of Us was the best Naughty Dog game. So I think it was nice seeing the build up for that. And plus, I would understand the references, you know, to the Naughty Dog games in The Last of Us if I had watched it. So I think I'm glad that I watched all of Naughty Dog first. Alright, this one is the alternate ending. Best enjoyed after completion of the game.
Originally, when we did the ending for The Last of Us, it was one long cinematic instead of you
Awesome,
picking
that
up
makes
Ellie and
sense,
playing
yeah.
through it and running through the hospital. So that how it played out was Joel burst into the operating room, sees Ellie there on the operating table with the 3 doctors surrounding her. He grabs one of them hostage, yells at the other 2 to get away from Ellie. Marlene walks into the room.
Get away from her!
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then
And then we
what?
see Joel shoots and kills the surgeon, shoots and kills the other 2 doctors, and shoots Marlene. And you know, it was one of the most pivotal moments in the story, and we had to get it right, make sure the tone was right, all the characters and motivations were coming through. So we did multiple takes, more than we usually do for a scene. And Troy Baker, who played Joel, was really into it. Like a lot of times he like burst into the operating room and he'd drop his gun.
God damn it.
And he'd be like, oh, sorry, and he'd kind of like back out and we'd restart the scene. And over the course of the day of shooting it, like that happened 2 or 3 times, and it became kind of a joke.
Can I pick it up? Sorry. Keep rolling.
But after like 7 takes, we got it. We had a really solid performance, so we felt like we
I love
we
Troy
could ship the
Baker.
game with it. But I felt like, okay, let's do one more, just to kind of end our day. So I took Merle Dandridge aside. Merle Dandridge is the actress that played Marlene. And I asked her, I gave her one line of direction, which will become obvious what I asked her to do once you see the scene. And I'm like, can you do this with the scene? She's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, all right, don't tell anyone, just keep that to yourself. And then I went over to Troy Baker and I said, hey, listen, we don't have it yet. We're getting close, but it needs to be more intense and it needs more energy. He's like, okay, I got it. And I'm like, you know what? And like, be careful with the gun. He's like, yeah, I know, I won't drop it. I'm like, well, but even if you do, play the scene out. Don't start it from the beginning. He's like, yeah, Neil, I know, but I won't drop it. I'm like, yeah, but if you do, play it through. He's like, I got it, Neil. I'm like, you know what? No matter what happens in the scene, don't stop. Play it all the way through.
He's like,
Neil,
I got it.
I'm like, okay, all right. So then walked over to the side and yelled action, and you're about to see the results of that. But keep in mind, Troy Baker, nobody else except for Merle has any idea what's about to happen. Everything
Ooh,
is improvised.
I'm excited for
Enjoy.
this.
Marker.
Get away from her! Get away!
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, what then?
fuck?
What then?
I'm dead. I'm dead. That's great.
She'll be raped and murdered. Raped and murdered.
It's not for you to decide!
It's what she'd want.
I love how he just goes along with
She'd
it.
want. And you know it, Joel.
Oh my god.
You know it, Joel.
What am I feeling? So much confusion. I've got a man in my arms and a girl.
This is
with a
the Last of
gun
Us
to my
musical,
head.
everybody.
There she is on the table. Is she alive? Is she
Look
dead?
at her, Joel. Look at her. You can still do the right thing, Joel.
No. Die!
Oh my god.
Die!
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's that's amazing.
Wait.
imagine if The Last of Us was turned into a musical?
Let me go. Please, Joel.
You just come after.
Oh my god.
Come on, Ellie. We gotta go. Let's get you out of here. They're coming soon, and I will let you die. Your brain is worth more alive.
Nice. But no. Not better than Wicked. Wicked, no. I will disagree on that. I love The Last of Us, but Wicked and Dear Evan Hansen are my two favorite musicals, and I will die on that hill that they are better. So but that was really funny. But yeah, okay. I was gonna say, if you think that that's better than Wicked, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that was really entertaining. I was not expecting that at all. But thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you in the